What's up, gangsters? How's it going today? Hope it's going great, and even if it isn't, don't worry, Movie Mafias are back to lift your spirit, and we would like to break the news of how exciting the rest of the year is going to be with all the super hyped movies coming out this year. Now, we've already made a video on the most anticipated films of this summer, so if you want to check that out, it's right in the description box. But the later part of the year is hopefully filled with some amazing movies as well, one of those being The Eternals, whose trailer Marvel has just dropped. However, most of the casual fans aren't quite familiar with the new additions to the MCU, so we thought of doing a complete breakdown of these characters just as we did with the Shang-Chi trailer. Again, link is in the description box. Their origins, powers, and how they can possibly be incorporated in the post-Endgame Marvel Cinematic Universe. So make sure you stick to the end of this video, drop a like, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet, because your love and support is what keeps us going. Also, we are just shy of reaching 100 subscribers, so I guess that'll be an easy mark to cross. Having said all that, let's dive straight into the video. According to the comic storyline, the Eternals were born approximately 1 million years ago from Homo erectus, the ancestors of modern men, due to genetic experiments done on them by super powerful extraterrestrial cosmic beings called the Celestials. Now, although the Eternals are very rare, they have unusually long lives spanning almost hundreds of thousands of years. Sorry to break it to you, Steve Rogers, but you've been officially displaced from your place as the human fossil of the MCU.
Hey fellas, either one of you know where the Smithsonian is? I'm here to pick up a fossil.
It's hilarious.
Now, the Eternals can also channel cosmic energy, which gives them other superhuman abilities like super strength, super durability, sometimes super speed, and the most generic shit of all the superpowers, super beams.
Not a great plan.
The genetic experiments also led to the creation of grotesque evil beings called Deviants, who were exiled because they were hostile towards all the other species. They too, like the Eternals, can grow super old, have all the superpowers, and see themselves as the Eternals' rivals. Time and time again, they have gone to war against the Eternals, only to be thwarted back to their caves. Well, actually, this is not an uncommon thing to happen, because fun fact, the Celestials experimented not only on Earth, but on other planets as well, and the results often didn't go as planned. For instance, on the planet Titan, they were successful in creating an Eternal. But he was born with deviant mutation in his genes, so later on he caused quite the mayhem in the universe for his obsession with 6 fucking magical gems. He's a huge purple guy with the ugliest of the faces I've ever seen, so you probably know who I'm talking about, right?
I'm gonna blow that nutsack of a chin right off.
Anyway, the upcoming film will most probably focus only on the Eternals of the Earth, who are played by whole A-list cast members including Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, Kit Harington, Salma Hayek, Kumail Nanjiani, and several others. And we are just about to break their characters one by one. Number 1. Icarus. The character played by Richard Madden is the Eternal who was born almost 20,000 years ago and is one of the most powerful Eternals in existence. Interestingly, his original name remains unknown. He took the name of Icarus in the memory of his dead son Icarus, who flew too close to the sun. You know, the Greek mythology that we all read about? The guy with the wax wings? Dumbass. Anyway, Icarus possesses superhuman strength and super durability, to the point that he has survived beatings from the Red Hulk and even Hercules. And what more? He can levitate, he can produce disintegration beams, and he has an extremely high level of regenerative capability, making him almost immortal. In fact, he is the last surviving Eternal when Doctor Strange and Iron Man go to gather information on how to stop celestial invasion on Earth. Next up is Thana, played by Angelina Jolie. Also known as Azura, Thana takes up the leadership of the Eternals after the death of her father Zurus. Now, as for her superpowers, apart from the usual Eternal thingy, she can project cosmic energy to produce light, and she has mastery of weaponry, hence extremely skilled in using swords or other hand weapons, which is what we see in these shots in the trailer.
We have helped them progress and seen them accomplish wonders.
The character Cersei is played by Gamma Chan in the movie. Her and Icarus can be seen multiple times in different environments in the trailer. one of them clearly showing the two getting married according to Hindu rituals. But later in the trailer, we can see her with Kit Harington's character, which we'll talk about in just a minute. But I don't know if a love triangle is in place. But Marvel has reportedly changed a lot of plot lines when it comes to adapting the Eternal comics to the movie. So it's not quite clear as to what Cersei's role will be in the film. But in the comics, she actually does fall in love with the Black Knight, that is Kit Harington's character, and has been integral in stopping the Deviant General Crow from invading Earth. Now, though a huge name in the cast, Kit Harington's Black Knight does only show up for a split second in the whole trailer. Because he's not actually an Eternal, he's a normal guy, as normal as they come, who takes up the mantle of the Black Knight, which has been passed down by his ancestors. Now, he's an extremely skilled swordsman and a horse rider, and a very good fighter in general, able to hold his own against the likes of Steve Rogers and even the Wolverine. But his most interesting storyline in the comics is when he is in a relationship dilemma with Cersei, as she is increasingly turning aggressive due to some disgusting deviant disease, which is some gibberish that I can't spell. That's not the point. What's important is, why is Kit Harington always facing relationship troubles? Now, apart from these characters, there are several other characters as well, like Ajax, played by Selma Hayek. Interestingly, this character was actually a male in the comics, but Marvel decided to change that and make it a woman. Then there is Phastos, played by Brian Tyree Henry. Very good actor. Recently you may remember him from Godzilla vs. Kong, where he was very funny. Now, Phastos is the builder/architect among the Eternals, and it couldn't be more clear from this shot in the trailer, where he is obviously building some intricate technology. But his character is much more than that. If you've looked up anything about the movie, you may probably know that he's gonna be the first gay superhero of the MCU. So, very looking forward to how they're gonna tell his story. Then there is another character that they changed the gender of, and her name is Makari, also formerly known as Mercury or Hurricane. She's the speed lady from the trailer. Now, we get a few shots of her in the trailer as she's running in to join the team, and the second time we see her in the trailer is when she's reading a book like she's gonna finish it in a minute. Now, though essentially a member of the Eternals, she also joins the Avengers at some point in the comics to fight the Deviants. And she is also the pilot of the group, able to handle most land and space vehicles without any question. Now, the character that I'm most excited to talk about is Sprite, played by the youngest member of the cast, Leah McHugh. She is the Eternal who's as immortal, as old as her fellow teammates, but the fact that makes her so different is the fact that she is trapped in a teenager's body forever. She has telepathic and telekinetic abilities, and she is the trickster in the group, kinda like Loki to the Asgardians.
Surprise!
So at one point in the comic storyline, she manipulates the other Eternals' memories and makes them forget about their own identities. As a result, all the Eternals spend a hell lot of time living normal lives among humans. In fact, in the trailer, we do see the Eternals living normal lives, like Kumail Nanjiani's Kingo living life as a Bollywood actor, I guess, and Cersei living her life in America. But I don't think Marvel's gonna handle that storyline heavy-handedly. This is because, as Cersei narrates in the trailer, the decision to remain disguised and watch the human civilizations evolve was a conscious choice made by the Eternals themselves. And in the trailer too, we get a visual glimpse of how the Eternals showed up on Earth in the ancient times and provided the humans with essential technologies, and then decided to step back and stay hidden. And until now, they haven't been involved in any world-changing events that could reveal their identity. But somehow, something has just happened for which they need to step up, and to find out what that is, we have to check out the movie ourselves. And I do believe that there could be a bigger conspiracy at play here, which brings us to the final question of the video. Who will be the antagonist of the film? So as speculations go, several big names have come up, like Mephisto and even Kang the Conqueror. But on the other hand, if reports are to be believed, the Deviant leader Crow will be in the movie as well. So we can expect a pretty one-dimensional Marvel antagonist in the movie. But don't get your hopes low, because as I said, there could be a bigger conspiracy here. And most of the theories point out to this character right here. His name is Druig and he has exactly the same powers as Sprite does, mind control and telepathy, so he could very well be the big bad of the movie. And though I have said Marvel is not probably gonna bring up the Sprite storyline for several complications, we should never rule it out of the theories. Anyways guys, that was my complete breakdown of the characters and the trailer for the upcoming Eternals movie. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, just don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Hope you guys have a great day and see you in the next one.